And this is from His Rover Mind, page 17. It says, there is one more fact that we must understand clearly in regard to how Satan and his demons control the will. Those who would fall a prey to Satan's devices must guard well the avenues of the soul. They must avoid reading, seeing, or hearing that which will suggest impure thoughts. All should guard the senses, lest Satan gain victory over them, for these are the avenues of the soul. The five senses are the devil's playground: taste, touch, sight, hearing, and smelling. Just like I said when we started, those are the things the world uses to draw us away. The things we see, hear, taste, touch, that's where he gets us. Each must be reduced to feelings before it can be used of Satan to fit in his plan. How many of you have been out somewhere, you caught a smell of something, and it immediately brought back a memory of something in your childhood, something in the past? These things are powerful, and Satan can use them to manipulate. Perhaps we should ask ourselves how many decisions we make each day through feelings rather than through the use of reason. It's pretty powerful. So what do we do? What is our part? Because we do have a part to play. And I've got one more little passage I'm going to read, and then one more verse, and we're going to close it up. Here is another picture, and this is page 64, His Rover Mind. This work of transformation from unholiness to holiness is a continuous one. Day by day, God labors for man's purification, sanctification, and man is to cooperate with him, putting forth persevering efforts in the cultivation of right habits. Once again, God's work and man's work are defined. God's work is the daily work of sanctification. Our work is to cooperate by cultivating right habits. And every word chosen is very deliberate. If we are to cultivate right habits, the natural question is, how? We might try by exercising the will, by determined effort, by repetition of the desired habit, or we might try prayer. May I suggest that the word cultivate was no doubt chosen because of its depth of meaning. If we would change the wording from habits to carrots, we would have far less trouble understanding the how. Now, if we are cultivating carrots, we all know how to do that. We simply remove the weeds and break up the hard soil so the carrots can grow. But what do we do with the carrots? We leave them in the Lord's care. Only He can cause them to grow. We can only remove hindrances to that growth. That's our part. That's how we cultivate the Christian life. We break up the hard soil. We remove the hindrances. We pull the weeds of our spiritual lives. I want to go to the book of Matthew. I left this out of my notes. Hopefully this doesn't take me too long to find. Yeah, here we go. And this speaks to me for sure, and hopefully to you. Because we here are not natural people. We are now either spiritual or carnal. I trust that everybody here has had an experience with Jesus at some point. You've met Him, you've heard Him, you've known Him. It says here, Matthew chapter 13, verse 16 is where we'll start. It says, but blessed are your eyes for they see, and your ears for they hear. For assuredly I say to you that many prophets and righteous men desire to see what you see and did not see it, and to hear what you hear and did not hear it. We are accountable for these things.